So I'm sitting in a electric community vehicle, community minibus at the moment. It's doing a quick rapid charge, and I was thinking about some of the chat recently, especially in the run up to the elections in Scotland, was about the cost of energy in Scotland. So the average cost of a kilowatt hour, so a unit of energy in Scotland, is dearer than it is in England, especially in London and the south, even though we produce most of it. So we produce more than we need on occasion in Scotland, and we export more than we use. So in reality, in Scotland, if the system was broke down into regions, for example, even the energy system, then Scotland should, in theory, be paying less. We in the UK we're paying some of the highest rates for electricity at the moment, and across the European region, and actually we should be paying the lowest across the European region, or nearest the lowest. So we are not getting value for money. We're essentially paying for it to be exported elsewhere, so the transmission costs we pay in Scotland are higher to move at a shorter distance on occasion. But either way, if you put it into regions, again for energy, or if you had a devolved nation or an independent nation that's producing energy and they are then exporting it, then they would actually be creating a surplus to sell it. So in theory, in Scotland, we should have some of the cheapest energy in the European region. There are discussions around about wind, particularly offshore wind, where people say we overproduce, we've wasted it, we dump some of the energy when there's too much, and then what happens when the wind isn't blowing? So when offshore wind isn't producing and solar isn't producing, some of the energy could be stored up, and you can get so that, for example, could be in car batteries. So you could have a lower domestic rate or a lower commercial rate for charging your vehicles during the day. So not everybody's going to be able to do that, but you might have systems that can cope with that, plus battery storage just in general. In rural areas,